You're watching NNN, or New Nintendo News. This is a gaming show where we keep you up to date with the latest Nintendo related gaming news. On today's show, Nintendo finally gave us GameCube games on the Nintendo Switch Online service. Finally, Nintendo, you added a little value to the service. Oh my god. Yeah. Today's video is going to be a very quick rundown of some GameCube games that I would like to see on the Nintendo Switch Online service. Some video games that absolutely we have to see on the Nintendo Switch Online service. No argument. And then also just a few weird random games that probably won't end up on the Nintendo Switch Online service, but I want to see them anyway. I'm going to run down 20 games, you know, but I couldn't even narrow it down to 20. I tried to do a top 20, and then when I think about it, there's more than 20. Like, I can't do it. I can do it if I have to.
GameCube.
Okay, so first on the list we have 1080 Avalanche.
Ready?
Go! Oh, yeah. And Wave Race.
3, 2, 1, go!
I've never played either of these games, I'm not gonna lie. I've not played 1080 Avalanche, and I've not played Wave Race Bluestorm, but I did play the original games on the N64. I think that Nintendo really needs to be more representative in the extreme sports arena. They've got Excite Truck, they've got Excite Bike, they've got 1080, they've got Wave Race, they've got a whole load of games that they can absolutely start using again. I'm not saying it's an amazing all-time GameCube classic, but they're games that should be on the Nintendo Switch Online service.
GameCube.
Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. Billy Hatcher is a platformer game developed by Sega. It was an exclusive platform game, and the game's a good fit for Nintendo. It had great music, nice graphics, and a cute art style. It had cool gameplay mechanics. You just played with this little kid called Billy who had an egg that he could roll around, and you could use it to attack people with it, jump on it and walk on it. It was fun, it was cutesy, it was actually a decent platforming game. But Sega should bring this back.
GameCube.
Donkey Konga and Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Donkey Konga. Donkey Konga was a rhythm game that came with this crazy rhythm peripheral. You had a pair of bongo drums and you had to bind the left, the right, or you had to clap out, basically. Now, I love rhythm games and it was fun. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat was a Donkey Kong platform game that instead of using a controller, you actually had to use the bongos to control your character. I never actually played that game. So I would like to. I would love to see a return of this, but we don't have the peripheral, so it's not going to be as fun. It's not going to be as exciting. They probably won't come to the Nintendo Switch Online service, but hey ho.
GameCube.
Baten Kaitos. Do you know what? I don't know how to pronounce this game. I've never known how to pronounce this game. But the reason why this game is on my I hate Japanese RPGs, and this is a JRPG. It's got like this kind of card turn-based battling system. Totally not my thing, but I think this game should be on the Nintendo Switch Online service because back in the day Nintendo didn't have that many JRPGs, do you know what I mean? Square Enix off and left us alone, so we had no Final Fantasy to play with. So Baten Kaitos is one of the few JRPG games that launched on the GameCube that was exclusive, that was actually good, that couldn't stand toe-to-toe with Final Fantasy, but it was worth bragging about. So I'd like to see this game on the Nintendo Switch Online service.
GameCube.
It's a big one. You know what time it is. We are not going to get this game. This game is not coming to the Nintendo Switch Online service. It's not. We are not going to get Smash Bros. Online. If Nintendo release Super Smash Bros. Melee online, people are going to complain that the online is not up to scratch. Like, Super Smash Bros. Melee is rapid. I don't think Nintendo's online service could cope with this game. Super Smash Bros. Melee is arguably the best entry in the series. Like, if they release this, no one will want to buy a new Smash Brothers game. Couple that with the fact that you have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is just the Smash Bros. That gives you everything. No one will buy a Smash Bros. Game ever again. You would not need to. But Nintendo haven't actually given us Super Smash Bros. 64 on the online service. Is it because of the online play, the netcode, whatever you call it? I don't know. But listen, the day we get Super Smash Bros. Melee, it's...
GameCube.
Mario Power Tennis. Now, I don't like sport games. Didn't like Mario Baseball. Didn't like Mario Golf. But Mario Tennis. Yeah! Fantastic. Mario Tennis on the N64 got absolutely rinsed. Mario Power Tennis on the GameCube got abused. Oh my... I abused this game. We all need some kind of Mario sports game, right? So... it's got to be this one.
GameCube.
Eternal Darkness.
Eternal Darkness.
This has to come. This has to come to the Nintendo Switch Online service. Nintendo, you have to release this. Eternal Darkness was Nintendo's first 15 certificate game. Mature, rated.
Rated M for mature.
This was the first time that Nintendo had done Nintendo didn't even develop this game, they published this game. This game was actually developed by a company called Silicon Knights that Nintendo had very, very close ties to back in the day during the N64 and the GameCube era. I was buzzing when this game came out because I love horror games, you know, over on Sony they were playing Resident Evil, Silent Hill, flipping, what's the camera one, Fatal Frame, they had nothing. And then on Nintendo we had nada. We had nothing until Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil Remake came out.
Resident Evil. Resident Evil. Resident Evil.
But we got Eternal Darkness, Nintendo's very own exclusive psychological thriller horror game. You played as different people throughout this massive expanding timeline. The whole point of this game though, it had this like insanity meter effect where all these weird trippy effects would start happening to you. But you would be playing your game and like the console would appear to turn off. It was like these really weird effects, but when you actually played the game, it was very creepy. And like I said, it was Nintendo's first mature rated game that they published. And you know, this was Nintendo saying, yeah, we can be hardcore. And then we never saw anything of this game again. Silicon Knights, the company who made the game, went bust. I'm pretty sure that Nintendo still have the rights to Eternal Darkness, but they've not done anything with the franchise. So, bring it back!
GameCube.
Mario Kart Double Dash. This is exciting. This is exciting. Super Mario Kart Double Dash, one of the most unique Mario Kart game Nintendo have ever made. We've never had another Mario Kart like it before. Again, the fact that you can tag team, each character has their character specific weapon. Some of the tracks that appeared on this game are some of the best Mario Kart games in the entire series. I cannot wait to play this. I cannot wait for Nintendo to release this. I wonder if they will release it.
GameCube.
Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes.
Snake, it's showtime.
A remake of one of the best video games of all time, exclusively on Nintendo GameCube. This is what I'm saying about the Nintendo GameCube games. This game is locked to the system. There is no way we are going to get a re-release of this because it was a joint collaboration between Nintendo, Konami, and some other video game developer. Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes is a one-of-a-kind game that I really hope we get it on the Nintendo Switch Online service. People will say that the original Metal Gear Solid is the better game. This one isn't a full-on one-to-one remake. Got a art style that's similar to the Metal Gear Solid 2 games, and also they brought in a lot of mechanics from Metal Gear Solid 2 into this remake. They redid all the voice acting. They really tried to make this like the most cinematic version of Metal Gear Solid possible. The cutscenes now are more cinematic. They are more epic in scope, but they're not what the original no Metal Gear Solid 1 game had. It's its own beast. This game is its own thing, but we've never seen it again because it's been locked to the system. Do you know, if there's one game that I want to see on the Nintendo Switch Online system, it could be this one. It could be this. But we're not going to get it because what the hell are Konami doing with the Metal Gear Solid franchise anyway?
GameCube.
Geist. I don't know how to pronounce this game.
Geist.
Never have. Geist was Nintendo's attempt at a first-person shooter. Well, again, they didn't actually develop the game, they just published it. But Nintendo backed this game. Nintendo had faith in it. Nintendo believed in it. In this game, you play as a ghost. And all you have to do is go around possessing people. You can, like, possess anything. You can possess, like, dogs, bed sheets. And now, again, I never played this game. I always wanted it. It came out later on in the Nintendo GameCube lifespan. It's developed by a company called N-Space, I think. It was nice to see Nintendo giving the first-person genre some love. It was mature, it was a bit violent, it was very cool. I mean, it was no Call of Duty or Time Splitters, but that's okay.
GameCube.
Capcom Vs SNK 2 EO Edition.
Welcome to the revolution.
Now, the EO Edition was exclusive to the Nintendo GameCube. Now, this game is being released on the Capcom Fighting Collection 2. It's coming out soon, so we don't really have a need for this, but this was one of the best fighting games on the Nintendo GameCube. I mean, fighting games were notoriously hard to play on the GameCube because the D-pad is tiny! Have you seen how tiny the D-pad is on the GameCube controller? It wasn't okay. But, you know, it's still a fun game, and I would like to see this on the Nintendo Switch GameCube service. I can't get the name right.
GameCube.
The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords. Now, do you know what? I'm not even going to talk. Just bring this game right now. Run me this game. Bring this game back. Legend of Zelda 4 Swords is one of the best multiplayer experiences I've ever had in my whole history of gaming. It's a multiplayer Zelda game. It's a co-op game. So we are trying to help each other to get to the end of the level, but also there's a competitive element to it. At the end of every level, whoever collects the most Triforce is the winner. It's a great game. It'd be great to play online. Just bring this back. Give it me now.
GameCube.
Burnout 2 specifically. Now, Burnout 3 Takedown is probably my favourite Burnout in the entire series, but Burnout 2, developed by Criterion, is the ultimate arcade racing game. Now, Burnout 2 wasn't exclusive to the GameCube. It did release on Xbox and the PlayStation, but this is one of the best racing games ever. Just the relentless speed, it had tight controls, it's very pick up and play. The game's a lot of fun, and it was brilliant on the GameCube. So, can we have this, please?
GameCube.
Star Wars Rogue Squadron. I don't even like Star Wars, but Nintendo got me into Star Wars back in the day, to be honest. When the GameCube came out, Nintendo released one of the greatest launch titles of all time, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. This game is like 25 years old or something like that. So this day, I do not understand how this game still looks so incredible. This game looked absolutely stunning. I love the dogfighting. I love all the recreation of the scenes from the films in here. Yeah, just give us this game.
GameCube.
So yes, there are some of the games that I just wanted to talk about, run down real quick. It was a long video, but I'm super excited. June 5th, baby. Nintendo Switch Online GameCube games are going to get rinsed. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get rinsed. Anyway. And that's all we have time for today. We thank you for tuning in. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed the show. We will be back with another episode of NNN soon, because there's like 5 weeks left until the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out. Thank you for tuning in. good night. Enjoy your evening. If you made it all the way to the end, well done. Thank you. Thank you so much. Mwah! Bye.